Most believers say they follow Jesus, but can anyone see it? That's not meant as an accusation. It's a question of the road, because Jesus, Yahshua, did not only speak about a narrow gate, he also spoke about a narrow way. In Matthew 7, he said, "Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is broad that leads to destruction, and there are many who enter through it. For the gate is narrow and the way is constricted that leads to life, and there are few who find it." The gate is narrow, but so is the way. And that means following him is not only something we claim, it becomes visible in the way we walk. That's where the narrow road begins to confront us, because many people are comfortable identifying with Jesus. They are comfortable saying they believe. They're comfortable agreeing that his words are true. But the narrow road asks something more specific. Has his way started changing my way? Have his commands interrupted my habits? Is obedience visible anywhere in my actual life? And this is where many people quietly resist. Not by openly rejecting him, not by saying his words don't matter, but by avoiding the part of the road that would make them different. They choose the tradition they inherited over the commandment they just read. They choose the easier explanation over the obedient response. They choose the approval of people over the clarity of Scripture. They choose comfort over correction. They choose delay over surrender. And most of the time, it doesn't feel like rebellion. It feels reasonable, safe, like keeping peace. It feels like waiting until everything is clearer. But sometimes what we call wisdom is really avoidance. Sometimes what we call balance is really fear. And sometimes what we call not being legalistic is actually refusing to obey what Yahweh has already made clear. The narrow road costs us the right to blend in. It costs us the right to follow the crowd simply because the crowd is large. It costs us the right to say everyone else is doing it, so it must be fine. It costs us the right to keep claiming his name while protecting the parts of our lives his words are confronting. That doesn't mean obedience earns salvation. It doesn't mean we perform our way into Yahweh's love. And it doesn't mean we're accepted because we walk perfectly. But it does mean the one we follow has a way. And if we say we follow him, eventually his way has to become visible in our walk. John wrote, "The one who says, 'I've come to know him,' and doesn't keep his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoever keeps his word, truly in him the love of God has been perfected." That's direct. Not because Yahweh is looking for empty rule keeping, and not because outward behavior can replace a surrendered heart, but because love, loyalty, and obedience were never meant to be separated. So the question this week is not only, do I follow Jesus? The deeper question is, can anyone see it in my life? Can it be seen in what I choose? Can it be seen in what I refuse? Can it be seen in what I stop excusing? Can it be seen in the traditions I'm willing to question? Can it be seen in the commands I'm willing to obey? Can it be seen when obedience costs me approval, comfort, convenience, or control? That's where the road becomes real. Not in dramatic declarations, not in religious language, not in saying the right things, but in the next visible step of obedience. And maybe for you, that step is small. Maybe it's quiet. Maybe no one else would even understand why it matters. But Yahweh sees the place where his word has confronted you. He sees the place where you've known the next step, but delayed it. He sees the place where you've wanted to follow him without becoming visibly different. And he's not exposing that place to shame you. He's inviting you to walk. The narrow road is not walked all at once. It's walked one surrendered step at a time. So this week, don't ask only, do I believe? Ask, where should following him become visible? Name one place, one habit, one tradition, one compromise, one delayed act of obedience. Then take the next step. Because the narrow gate is not the finish line. It's the entrance to a life that can be seen.